Jared here with onX, and I want to go through the 4 best use cases for waypoints in the whitetail woods, especially during the upcoming rut here. So the first use case is marking scrapes. We all know the importance of scrapes this time of year. Bucks will habitually hit certain areas, certain scrape lines, and new bucks will continually come in and check those scrapes, see who else is in the area. They're great things to hunt this time of year, and even better things to put trail cameras over and just keep tabs on. So like this scrape, for instance, is on a property that I've hunted in the past, and there's a scrape there every single year. And so I actually put a photo on that scrape. So I just have a visual reference, and when I go back there, I'll often take a fresh photo just because then I can compare that photo to the previous couple days, and it'll be obvious whether a deer has used it or not if it isn't on the ground. The next best use case is making sure you mark all of your tree stand locations. It seems to go without saying, in my opinion, that you should do this. But what this will allow you to do is share waypoints with other folks that may be hunting that particular property. They won't have to figure out how to navigate there in the dark. They'll have a waypoint, they'll be able to walk right to it. It'll be a much more seamless process for everyone involved. The third use case is new optimal wind on waypoints. So as you can see here, you can set an optimal wind for each and any waypoint by just simply selecting the wind directions that create good conditions for that particular location. You can hit apply, and then it'll pull in the current wind from that location and give you a good wind reading, okay wind reading, or bad wind reading. So at a glance, you can know exactly what tree stands you could sit on any particular day. So jumping over to the phone, to share a waypoint is super simple. So take this tree stand, for example, that my dad was gonna walk into, but he'd never been there. If you tap that waypoint icon, on the bottom, there's an option to share content. And when you share a waypoint icon, it's going to come up as view only for the recipient, so they cannot edit that waypoint, which just gives you ownership or control of it. And so you can simply just text that waypoint icon to any contact. You can airdrop it, you can share it in a variety of ways, but now the recipient of that will get that waypoint in that exact location, so my dad can navigate to that stand this fall in the dark with no problems whatsoever. So all in all, if you're gonna use waypoints this fall, use them in 4 ways. Make sure you mark scrapes as well as tree stands. Those are the 2 most imperative things to mark. Take photos of the tree stand you intend to put a stand in, or the view from a tree stand. Take photos of scrapes, rubs, put those in your waypoints so you remember those things for the future. Put an optimal wind on all your tree stand locations. You'll quickly know exactly where is a favorable conditions for that day's sit. And lastly, remember that you can share waypoint icons. So helping somebody navigate into a tree stand or sharing a track into a tree stand, any of those things are shareable, all of the markups. So use those 4 ways to put waypoints to use, and have a good fall.